Prehab audio experience will teach you how to take control of your health through knowledge by optimizing performance, promoting longevity, and keeping your movement system in tune. Welcome to your host, the Prehab Guys.
All right, what is going on, everyone? So Craig, Mike, and I, Arash, we just decided we might as well do a podcast about updating you guys on ourselves. We've been doing a ton of guest podcasts the last few months, and it seems like you guys have been liking them with all the different topic choices that we have. But honestly, we wanted to give you guys an update here. We'll let you guys know what's new in our lives. This whole COVID-19 has impacted everyone, so we'll keep you guys in the loop with what's changed within our lives. That being said, let's start out with workouts. What are you guys doing differently in terms of your workouts?
I'll go first. I brought a crossover symmetry unit that I had donated to my work at home, and it got stolen out of my car yesterday, along with all of our film equipment.
What a great start.
Donated to the black market.
That was horrible. But doing a lot of banded stuff with super bands, crossover symmetry stuff. I have a BFR unit, so I'm very blessed and lucky that I could use that. And I started running. I never run. I started running around like 3 times. So
within the last month?
Yeah, all about like less than a mile.
Yeah, I know. I can pick up where you left off there with running. So probably last week was the most miles I've ever logged in a very long time. I think last week I did 7 or 8 miles. That's a lot for me. And then already this week I've done like 4. So things are going good with running. And then
and you got a heavier kettlebell at home too. I
know. Well, I have a good amount. So I tell everyone I'm very fortunate because we have like 350 pounds of kettlebells in our apartment. So yesterday, actually, we wanted to lift heavy, and I was doing the heaviest that I could tolerate, like front-loaded kettlebell squats, front-loaded. And I have bruises on the friggin' front of my shoulder. I haven't.
That's heavier than you go at the gym.
I know. It was heavy. And it's funny because I have the only 2 matching kettlebells that I have are 235s and 270s, and the 70s were heavy. I won't lie. It's been a while. So then I was like, okay, I'll do a 60 in my left. I'll do a 53 in my right. Felt a little bit off, but I was lazy because what I would do is I would do a set, put the weight down, and then, I just do a 180 facing away.
Yeah, no, actually
that's the weights.
That's funny because the same thing is true with my weight setup where there's not many of the weights that I have 2 of. So I just use a heavy, super, super heavy dumbbell and a backpack. I don't know if you've tried this before. Then I just put the backpack on. It's I put a 60 and a 25. And then from there
in the bag?
In the backpack. My roommate, Cascone, has like crazy strong military bags. So it ends up.
I was going to say, what backpack is that?
No, it'll rip through all my backpacks. So we put that on our back. And then from there, we'll maybe use a kettlebell if need be. But you don't really need, because for me, a lot of the times when I hold heavy loads, the grip dies out before anything else.
Yeah.
So if I can put that heavy bag on, I can get that load without feeling like my grip is just dead.
Especially odd-shaped products.
Yeah, my biceps are sore as hell in the past 2 weeks from holding the 70-pound kettlebells for goblets, and I'm like, this is great. This is more I've trained my biceps than I have in months, so it's good.
Dude, the heaviest thing I have in my house is a handyman set. It's like 25 pounds. That's what I've been lifting for everything.
That's all you have?
I don't have any weights. I have 0 weights. I have bands, BFR, and then like 2 like tool chests. And the heavier one's about 20-something pounds.
I was curious. Yeah, go for it. No, I was just saying that I was curious to see what options there are online. And these prices have gone through the roof with dumbbells and heavy kettlebells. It's terrible.
It's messed up.
Yeah,
it's really messed
people
up.
are going to be capitalizing on this stuff, no doubt. But what was I going to say? Crap. Oh, no.
Return to running? Got a program coming out?
I want to do content on what I want to do content on is like now is the perfect time to really dive into like the minimal effective dose, right? Like I was
Mm.
even thinking about content on this yesterday, where it reminds me of going back to pharmacology in PT school. Because you remember, it's like, okay, you have to find that value of what is the minimal effective dose, and then what is the maximal tolerated dose.
Yep.
And for me, like days that I do a ton of work from home, which is every day now, it's like, what is that minimal effective dose that I can just get by with to create enough stimulus? So if I'm feeling super lazy, like we were cooking the other night, it was like, okay, I'm going to grab the 70-pound kettlebell, and I'm going to do 2 sets of goblet squats until failure, and then I'm done. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like
Yeah.
just getting
Was
that,
it 2
just
sets of
getting that
3?
stimulus.
2 sets of
Three, 3 times like 5. 3 times, yeah, maybe a little bit more than that.
No, I hear you. That's the way I probably think more often than I should, even when I go to the gym.
Dude,
But
you're in and out so fast normally, man.
I'm so quick. I just get in, get out, do what I need to do. But it also depends on your goal. Like if for me, like everyone's body is different too. So like if my goal is hypertrophy, I don't need to train that much. But if I'm trying to get in like cardiovascular shape, then I need to put a little more energy and time into it. So to break down what I'm doing, and I've only been back in town for 2 weeks, so this hasn't been completely a smooth process. But I'll do cardio 2 days a week, which is 2 more days than I usually do a week. Two lower body days, 2 upper body days, and within those upper body and lower body days, I'll have a heavy and a light day. So that way I can just focus on heavy loads, low reps, or light loads, and going for more of that metabolic stress. I don't have the BFR units at home, unfortunately, but I wish I had a set.
You gotta go grab them.
I know.
You come from work.
I know. Well, yesterday's been 2 weeks since I got back into the country, so I've been self-isolating hard these last 2 weeks.
Yeah, so Arash, where were you? What happened?
What happened? So I went to Bali. It's probably a month ago now. Right when things started picking up, we thought we would be fine. I mean, it ended up being fine for us, but over there, it was an amazing trip, but a lot of the places shut down, even like tourist attractions like the beach or like gates or random waterfalls, things that you would want to go take pictures with. They closed them down, so it definitely affected the trip. But we got back, thankfully. It was a little bit scary with all the bands that were being put on it, but yeah, we got back.
You haven't even told us about the trip, because right when you got back, we just hit the ground.
Things
Right,
were we didn't have time for that.
It was crazy because I remember one night I read this article where it's Indonesia, correct?
Indonesia, yeah.
They were shutting down all of their international transit flights. I read
know.
this article and I texted to Arash. I didn't
Almost
even text
gave me
it.
a heart
I said
attack.
I DM'd you on Instagram because I knew that you didn't have service. And I'm like, yo, you need to read this. And then he responds right away. He's like, oh, yeah, we're good. Don't even worry about it. We're good. And then like 2 days later, on the day that he's traveling back, he goes, shit, dude, our flight is at 11:55 p.m. and that travel ban starts at 12 a.m. So I hope that our flight doesn't get delayed. And then that was the last thing that I heard.
Yeah.
And radio silence. Yeah.
Radio. No, it was beautiful there though. It was warm, and I don't know if that has anything to do with this whole coronavirus stuff because their count is very low, but who knows? Like, I don't know, but no one was worried there, which I didn't know if I should overreact or underreact. It's like this with this whole situation. I feel like people either overreact and want to do absolutely nothing and don't want to talk to anyone, or they underreact. And it's kind of this constant balance between the two. But it's always safer to overreact in a time like this. That's for sure.
I will say the only other thing that I want to point out that I feel like we could give a ton of advice on is, like you brought up how you've had to change your routine, Arash, to like 2 cardio days, 2 upper body days, 2 lower body days. But for me and like people in cities, you know, there's a lot of people crammed in tight spaces, and like where you live, not everyone associates that with where they exercise, where they work. Like some people, like my room is where I sleep. There is no work that is done in the room except for now.
This
Because-
podcast.
except for this podcast. However, it's still early, but I think a lot of people, including me, are struggling sometimes with motivating themselves and getting into the zone with working out in their apartment, because it's not the same environment as, okay, now I'm going to put my work down. I'm going to leave the space that I do work to go exercise in the space that I typically exercise in. And for me, joining that athletic club was amazing for me, and I am missing it so much right now, because that was my oasis for getting away from work and doing workouts.
I think like you said, changing the goals is huge. Like I know I'm not lifting for hypertrophy anymore. I'm lifting to try to maintain my size. And I'm like, well, okay, I can't do these other things, so I might as well go on a run. And I never run. Like I hate running. But I'm like, I look at my dude. So we all have Whoop bands, the three of us, and we're on we share a team. So we all look at each other's data. Your guys' heart rates are like half of mine. And your heart rate variability is like 3 times mine. And I'm just like, dude, am I just an anomaly, or am I really that unhealthy? Like, I don't even know. And it's just
Today was
scary.
a good day. I was down to 44.
You had a
resting
crazy
heart rate.
variability too.
Yeah,
I
I
know. It was
haven't looked at it this
150.
morning. It was crazy. I was looking on their Instagram. They were saying that since all the shutdowns have happened, that people are reporting they're running 50% more, like walking 20% more, like all these things. And people's
Walking was like
a
100%
lot, right?
more.
Yeah,
I think.
people's strain is way higher. And then I'm thinking about me. I'm like, I'm usually in the clinic all the time. I am so inactive now, just sitting at home working behind a desk. Like I am not moving at all, besides the time when I go out to lift. It's like a complete opposite for us who are used to being on our feet the whole time.
But at the same
Yeah.
time, like you are tricking your body running. You know what I mean? So it's a complete new stimulus for you. So
Yeah.
in a way, you're going to be doing more than maintaining, because you're shocking your body with
Yeah,
a different
literally.
activity that you're used to.
Yeah. I'll be
I'm
honest.
wearing running shoes that are like 5 years old.
They still work, kind of.
Yeah.
No, for me, I definitely feel like I actually am getting outdoor more than beforehand, just with things like running. Beforehand, my exercises were all indoors. Now I just go out to the back porch area, get some sun, do an outside workout. So it ends up being more sunlight for me, even though I'm in the day most of the time, which is weird. But I don't know.
You guys when you guys come over next time, I just found out I have a roof at our condo. I had no idea. And you're not
What?
supposed to go on there, but we went up there the other day and worked out up there. It's nice. It's really, really nice. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
getting
got in
outdoors is
trouble.
huge. You got in trouble? Yeah,
Oh,
yours?
yeah, for my roof too. Yeah, but we brought weights and everything. We
Yeah.
didn't know that it was off limits, so
Yeah.
we learned.
Mine you open a door, there's a fence. Like literally it's like a 2 foot by 2 foot area. Then you can jump it. And like, oh, the roof's right there.
Yeah, we have a giant plaza, which is really nice, because we'll head down there. We'll take a weights. Like one time, we wanted to go a little bit further, so I brought my skateboard and I just put 2 weights on the skateboard and just pushed the skateboard out in the plaza. But now it's friggin' pouring in LA. Like
Yeah.
I don't know
today,
how
I was
that happened.
running in the pouring rain. That was the first.
Yeah, I know that's not good. My outdoor workouts. That's why I didn't work out today. That's exactly why I didn't work out today. But there's always ways that you can do things at home. That's why even we came out with Prehab at Home, for people to make sure they find ways to stay moving. And we've got so many different programs even within that program. So regardless of what level of activity you're used to, you'll find a workout or routine that'll adjust that'll tailor to your needs and fit what your equipment that you have available.
I was gonna do a little drum roll for that, because it
Mm.
felt like it was a good time for a shameless plug. But yes, we launched Prehab at Home almost 2 weeks ago now. We're still adding more workouts to it. Last week I added a band workout. This week, going to be adding more body weight workouts to it. Next week we'll be adding a weight workout. So we're going to be constantly updating it as long as the current landscape continues, which for the foreseeable future, it looks like we're all going to be stuck inside for a while. So we're just trying to help out everyone to continue moving, stay moving, giving you ideas, giving you things to work with, because everyone's a little bit different and everyone has access to different space, different equipment. So we're just trying to accommodate everyone.
Yeah. And there's a discussion board in there too. So if you guys have questions with things to do at home, there's people discussing all kinds of stuff. I don't know, Craig, what program do you feel like is the most popular out of the ones that are in there?
If I had to take a guess, I would probably assume the body weight stuff as well as the full body options, just because it's minimal equipment or you don't need any equipment at all. We were trying to sort of run the data on that and see how we could have all that data organized, what workouts are getting the most logged, but I'm having a little trouble with
We're not
with,
Excel specialists.
yeah, we're having a little
Too
trouble
much
with
information.
digesting that. There's a little bit of a paralysis by analysis.
Oh, 100%.
All we know is people are working out, so we're good there.
Yeah. People are staying active, staying moving. That's what you got to do. Crazy times that we're in right now. Cool. What's
next for us?
Yeah. Good question.
The next drum roll. No, we're working on more stuff for you guys. So, right now we're still running a special on our exercise library. I think we can let Mike dive into that in a moment because he's doing a major overhaul on it, and we're constantly improving it day by day. But telehealth code. So you can find the link in our bio, and then you can get a free 30-day access to our exercise library. And we got so much great feedback from physical therapists, athletic trainers, colleges, high school programs. We were taken back by the amount of people that are using it with the different backgrounds, but it's helping people create programs for other people. So we have two options: whether you want to take the guesswork out of it, buy our programs. If you want to create your own programs, the exercise library is there.
Yeah. I mean, try it out. 10 days free for everybody. With the telehealth code, what is it? 30 days?
30 days.
30
30 days free. Try it out. See if you like it, if it's meant for you. There's so much content, and every single week we've been adding content. And I know, Mike, you've been emailing people out as we've uploaded new information, and a lot of this content is actually based on your guys' request, because we want to make sure that this exercise library really tailors to your guys' needs. Cool.
Yeah. So Mike, fill us in. What's exciting
what else are we
with
missing?
the exercise library?
No, I mean we designed this. The three of us designed it because we were in the clinic like frustrated, like, oh, this picture is stupid. This HEP to go guy in the blue shirt, I hate him. He's doing the exercise wrong, or the description's all messed up. So that's where the content came from the videos, which most people, they follow us on social media, they've seen the videos, they're a couple minutes in length and really explaining it like you were with someone. And it's perfect for the age of telehealth right now. And if there are clinicians out there listening, I hope you guys are all on the telehealth train and utilizing it. Our podcast number 42, we're 43, I think, with Jared Carter. He goes over some actionable steps. There's a lot of resources in there to learn how to get telehealth integrated within your practice. And the big conversation we had with him, and it's a feasible option for now, but you should be thinking about how to utilize it more in the future. We can provide a lot of value through telehealth. And if you don't think you can provide that value, that's a problem, because education is the key pillar that we should be delivering to our patients. And we can do that through telehealth, through, I'm labeling it telehealth, but through the phone, through an email. There's many ways to educate people. It doesn't have to be directly with them, with our hands. So use it if you're a healthcare provider. It's meant for that. Like, that's why, in addition to the Prehab At Home, we wanted to offer everyone a 30-day code so they can use our exercise library, because it's helping patients, clients, tons of student athletes. I would say there were so many colleges that have joined in the last couple of weeks around the world. And that's what our videos are for. We want to help people that can't see their athletic trainer, they can't see their strength coach, they can't see their therapist. So again, check it out. Use the code telehealth. Check out and you get a free 30 days to start off.
We can put the link in the bio too for those of you guys listening up, and just try it out. It's so comprehensive. The video, I don't think there's any platform that has even close to how comprehensive these videos are. So that way, if you don't have someone in front of you, these videos will actually take you through how you should perform it, where you should feel it, common compensations with every single exercise. It's not just a couple reps of a random exercise. There's a lot more to it. And that's what we've done. And we've tried to make as easy and dummy proof as possible. So you send it to someone, they're probably going to be doing what you exactly want them to do.
Yeah, I would really challenge the people out there. And like, it's a shame because I've seen some sad posts on Twitter where people are saying that telehealth is not physical therapy, or what we are doing is not physical therapy. And it's like, what do you mean? You know, like physical therapy means so many different things. We know that, whether it's in person or whether it's online or just connecting with people. Like, to say that what we're doing right now is physical therapy, I mean, I think that's just that person not feeling confident in what they can offer without their hands or without something in person. You know, it's not adapting, it's not getting with the times and making do with the situation at hand. I would say that that's a personal problem if you think that you can't be doing physical therapy right now. Like, clearly you just don't have the resources that you need in order to be successful. And if it's showing your patients how to do exercises and working on programming, then okay, open up the books and work on your programming, right? Or, you know, find a way to deliver the exercises and the movements to the patients that you need to. Like, but don't say that telehealth is not physical therapy, because I can promise you that getting on call with someone, whether it's audio, whether it's visual, reassuring them that there is a plan in place right now for the time being, and that you're letting them know what to do, how to do it, how to modify, how to adapt if they need. That is physical therapy. So it's a shame when you see stuff out there like that, but it's not the majority, it's the minority.
100%. I just did one this morning, 30 minutes. All we did was talk about her program. All we did was talk about, and I kind of get her off the cliff of thinking surgery is the only option, because I've only seen her a couple of times before this whole thing happened. And updating her and encouraging her, like, hey, this is not a 4-week thing, like not the COVID-19, but like your process. This is months. You know, her quad LSI, which is like the difference between one leg to the other when it comes to quad strength, was in the 50s. I'm like, this isn't just all of a sudden increase overnight. You know, this is going to be a long, long process. And I didn't even do one exercise with her. It was just education. Granted, I sent her a program afterwards. We talked about a program, but like, it was just educating her, assuring her of all of her fears and her concerns, and guiding her along her path so that she feels confident in what she's doing on her own. So we 100% can provide value that way.
So powerful. I mean, just to let them know that this is what they need to do, even if it's the same thing that they're already doing. Exactly. That reassurance piece and that guidance piece is really everything. It's not the couple minutes of potential manual therapy that you would be doing if you saw that person in the clinic. So there's so much that you could be doing, and to just negate that fact that it's not physical therapy or physiotherapy, it's doing our profession a disservice, because we can provide so much. I mean, more than just physio, like even ATs, chiros, like anyone. That's why there's so many electronic visits right now, is because it actually makes a change. If patients and clients didn't think it was beneficial, they would stop that.
Yeah, exactly. If you are a healthcare provider, if you are a clinician, if you work with people in the movement space and you feel like you cannot provide value right now, it just means that you haven't been flexing this type of muscle and you need to work on it. Yeah. Plain and simple. It's like, this isn't going anywhere. This is just going to be another tool in the toolbox for down the road to follow up with new and old patients that aren't able to see you in person. And you know what? If you have it, you're going to be grateful that you learned how to do it and you have that option down the road.
Yeah. No, I like that a lot. Cool, guys. So I guess 2 things wrapping up that we talked about that you guys can do, whether you want to work out at home, prehab at home, or prescribe exercises to your patients and clients, or just learn new exercises. We also have some educational pieces on exercise library and adding them on a weekly basis as well. That's going to be our prehab exercise library, code telehealth, all under case, right?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll link it in the show notes.
Yeah, we'll add Prehab at Home in the show notes. We'll add the exercise library in the show notes. We also have a ton of different prehab programs for different body parts. We'll add that in the show notes. I think a lot of people just don't know about the amount of content that we have, right? So right now, this week, we're on episode 10 of our new YouTube Prehab episode series. We're doing long form videos with our video guy, Al. Those are content-packed videos where it's a whole new, completely different style than what we usually do. We do a new blog every single week. We do Instagram posts every single day. We do stories after stories. So it's a lot of content to digest.
All day, every day.
That's right.
Yeah, no, our YouTube is very undervalued, I would say, out of everything that we have. I completely agree with that.
Let us know, guys, if you like this. I think the three of us, we're going to make a concerted effort, in this next quarter to hop on the Prehab audio experience and just have more discussions. And we'll choose a topic, I think, in the future instead of just being an update. But, if there's topics you guys want to talk about, we're going to just chat about it amongst the three of us, whatever it is that you guys want to hear about. So we just feel it's important to be able to connect with you guys here through this platform as well as, a lot of the other social platforms.
Yeah, I think Mike or Arash got a video or a photo of this at some point. Let's send out some polls. Just make sure that I'm shirtless right now.
Yeah, you look naked.
How much can you see me in the camera right now?
I can see the nips.
My wife is like, "Wait, are you doing a podcast with your shirt off?" I'm like, "We just do the audio. Don't even worry about it."
We're gonna post the video.
Oh no, I'm posting the video on YouTube 100%.
Go for it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like you guys were saying, let us know what you guys want to hear more of. I mean, we're trying to make this as tailored as possible for you guys, and on social, we can only take so much of a deep dive. This just allows us to gain a little more depth in whatever topics or interest points you guys want us to go into. So let us know. There's a option on the podcast platform to review. I mean, let us know what you guys like, what you guys want to see more of. You can put it there. We'll get a notification there. And then obviously if this was helpful at all, you can also rate us, or I think on some platforms it's reviewing. So give us that 5-star, hopefully.
5-star.
Yes. Cool. All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Take it easy.
See you guys.